TK-42 Greg here, back on a Death Star. Different one this time. Fewer walls, more sky. Technically not cleared for tours yet, but hey.
Step 1, don't fall. Step 2, pretend you were trained for this.
So, nothing says grand opening like putting the 2 least qualified troopers in charge of the last comm dish install. That's Jenkins back there, he already wired. This is technically not a tour path, but you can't beat
nobody
the
said
view.
it wasn't load bearing.
I think I can see the moon's shadow from here. Temporary or maybe that's Jenkins' morale.
All right, made it inside. Step 1, don't touch anything that hums or glows. Step 2, pretend we know what core stabilization. So apparently this whole sector isn't on the station map yet. Jenkins says we're technically pioneers. I say we're technically lost. Okay, small detour turned into big discovery. Jenkins says this is the panoramic observation module. Translation, giant window we will...
So Jenkins found a shortcut, which, in Death Star terms, usually means trapdoor or explosion, but morale...
So, the shortcut Jenkins found. Yeah, it leads straight into a restricted ops bay.
He says it didn't say restricted.
All right, so shortcut officially not approved, but hey, adrenaline counts as morale, right? Nothing says Death Star.
All right, so corridor sprint complete, mostly. Jenkins says we're taking the scenic route from here. I call it long and...
Okay, Dave, sparks ahead. Definitely not in the maintenance checklist. Let's keep moving. Looks like this corridor goes on forever. And keep your eyes open, Dave. Something could jump out at any moment.
All right, Dave, looks like we've got a junction. Left or right, either way, we're walking into more chaos.
Okay, Dave, this corridor feels endless. Then at least the lights are trying to keep us awake.
Red lights always mean good news, right? Or was it imminent explosion? Either way, let's ride.
If this door opens to another briefing room, I'm pretending to faint. We've survived enough speeches for one day.
Fresh floor polish alert. One wrong step and we're part of the decor. Careful, Dave. Helmet scuffs are a court-martial now.
They said observe operations, so Dave's currently observing how many buttons he can press before we get reassigned.
Hard to believe this thing's still under construction. Half the galaxy thinks it's finished. Guess we'll just not tell them about the missing walls.
They told us not to lean over the railing. So naturally, Davel's testing gravity's loyalty today. Command said we're on visual patrol duty, which I think means stand here and look important while the real troopers do the work. Dave says this wire is probably safe, which statistically means we've got 5 seconds to run if it isn't.
Every time I see this reactor, I wonder if it's a reactor or if we're just supposed to...
Command says if the reactor hum gets louder, we probably shouldn't panic, which is exactly what someone says before it explodes.
So Dave's trying to stabilize something he just called the secondary hum core. Totally fine. Everything's fine.
Nope.
Good news. We made it out. Bad news. Dave's souvenir might have been keeping something important attached. Alarm's been going for 5 minutes. But since no one's running, we're assuming it's the good kind of warning.
Containment protocol sounds serious. Either we report it, or pretend it is above our pay grade, which it always is.
Dave says he almost has clearance, which is what he said right before we lost power on Deck 9. All right, doors open. If we vanish in there, tell Command it was Dave's idea and also that I want my lunch credits refunded.
You ever notice how every restricted zone smells like burnt circuits and bad decisions? Stay close, Dave. I think something's still powered up.
Dave, buddy, tell me that console's supposed to do that and not, explode. Because it's definitely doing a lot of glowing.
Okay, either this is the new droid bay, or we just opened a museum of bad ideas.
Dave, don't touch anything that's blinking or hissing.
So, Dave thinks he can reboot one of these droids. Last time he tried that, the coffee machine shot lasers, proceeding to film the inevitable chaos.
Okay, Dave, I said reboot, not wake the entire workforce. You realize these things probably don't take coffee breaks, right?
All right, Dave, if that one moves toward us, remember, protocol says run. Or maybe just hide behind a bigger droid.
Dave,
I swear, every time one of these droids twitches, it's like they know we're here. Keep it slow, keep it quiet. All right, Dave, if one of these things tries to grab us, remember the plan. Run, duck, and blame the other fully suited Stormtrooper.
Dave, either we're officially engineers now, or they just forgot to assign anyone else.
Watch your step. These floors bite.
If anyone asks, Dave and I totally know what we're doing, mostly. And yes, the floor is definitely still sticky from some kind of coolant. Dave, they really do design these walkways to test balance, don't they? One wrong step and you're visiting the engine core.
Looks like we've reached the part of the station that are mostly pipes and regret.
Keep your eyes peeled, Dave. One spark and it's toast.
Dave, if one of these pipes bursts, I hope someone recorded our heroic last stand. Preferably in selfie mode.
Every time I look at this thing, I forget it's supposed to be under construction.
Dave, just don't lean too far over, okay?
Dave, I swear these corridors were designed to make us feel small. Or maybe that's just me noticing how massive this station is.
Dave, if we survive this hub without stepping on a stray wire, I'm calling it a morale victory. Keep your boots on the metal grates.
Dave, supply corridors are supposed to be boring, but somehow every crate looks like it is plotting against us. Keep your eyes open.
Walking this platform, you really get a sense of scale. Like the entire station's watching our every step. Stay sharp. These corridors feel endless. But nothing says vlog content like showing the sheer size of the station while staying upright.
Turbo lifts always feel like a test. One wrong button and you're either lost or extremely high up. Let's hope we pick the right one.
Nothing like a turbo lift ride to remind you how small you are and how big this station really is. Hold on tight.
Back on solid ground, kind of. These lower corridors really test your balance and your nerve. Stay focused.
This junction is like a maze. Every turn looks identical, but somehow we keep moving forward.
Vlog life, right?
Generators humming like this always make me wonder, should we be impressed or running for cover? Probably a bit of both.
These tunnels are endless, and somehow every turn looks the same. Keep your boots steady. Stay alert.
Secondary reactor corridor. Looks calm, but I'm guessing the engineers have a lot of trust in these pipes. Let's not test it.
Looking down at the reactor, you really get a sense of how small we are. Don't lean too far over, this thing doesn't mess around. Almost at the top, you really feel the scale here. Every step makes me glad we are fully suited, and not taking shortcuts.
Almost at the end of our tour, feels like we have walked a whole station and then some. Fully suited, fully alert, and somehow, still standing.
And that's a wrap. From corridors to reactor decks, fully suited and still standing. Thanks for tagging along. May your boots stay dry.